Hello, good evening, and many thanks for joining us here on Rwanda Television News. We hope you had yourselves a very fruitful day. Now, top of our edition tonight, these are our headlines. The Minister of Defense, Major General Albert Murasira, points out that no country can solve instabilities without a joint partnership with other countries. The senators who are members of the Committee on Social Welfare and Human Rights request that the funds allocated for the development of the disabled should be increased in order to improve the medical services they receive. Very glad to have your company tonight, coming to you straight from the heart of Africa, Kigali. My name is Martina Herrera. Topping off our story tonight, the Minister of Defense, Major General Albert Murasira, points out that no country can solve instabilities without a joint partnership with other countries. The remarks were made in Kigali, where the 10th National Security Symposium, participated in by various African countries, convened. We have the story courtesy of Prince Manzi.
The symposium brought together academicians, government officials, diplomats, and subject matter experts, including generals and senior military officers from various African countries. The 10th National Security Symposium was jointly organized by the Rwanda Defense Force Command, a staff college for these named levels, to discuss contemporary security issues with the theme, Contemporary Security Challenges, the African Perspective. The Rwanda Defense Force Command and Staff College students who participated in the symposium said that skills they will gain here will not only help them in their studies, but also in their work as well.
The outcome of these deliberations will inform the writing of our research report as students of Masters of Arts on Security Studies of the University of Rwanda.
Colonel Jean Chrysostome Gendahimana, the Rwanda Defense Force Command and Staff College Deputy Commandant, reiterates that organizing such symposium is essential as the college provides courses on an international standard. The Rwanda Defense Force Command and Staff College is an international college and hosts about 12 countries, and that is why we urge other African countries. The aim of this symposium is to discuss on contemporary security issues in the region, globally, and reach on solutions. Our college students graduate with a master's degree in security studies. There are courses they take and fieldworks conducted in partnership with the University of Rwanda, in Rwanda or around the world. Towards the end of their studies, such symposium is essential for them to be able to connect with various officials from various countries and also experts in this field. The Minister of Defense, Major General Albert Murasira, points out that no country can solve instabilities without a joint partnership with other countries.
The symposium provides an opportunity to deliberate on transnational security threats and uncertainties, seeking to develop practical solutions. Over the years, National Security Symposium has widened our understanding and perspectives by listening to diverse views from policymakers, practitioners, and scholars. The complex situation creates uncertainty to the functioning and survival of our nations, and no single country can address them solely.
The 3-day symposium will cover a variety of topics ranging from good governance, migration and brain drain, foreign interference in the African Free Trade Area, digital technologies, and peacekeeping operations. Prince Manzi, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Prince Manzi, for that report. The senators who are members of the Committee on Social Welfare and Human Rights request that the funds allocated for the development of the disabled should be increased in order to improve the medical services they receive. Jessica Agasaro has more.
Some members of the Committee on Social Welfare and Human Rights in the Senate state that the people with disabilities have problems based on medical services.
They already know they don't get a very good service, and they used to call it séance limite. When you talk to the operators, they will tell you that if you look at the price of it, it is already expensive, and Mutuelle de Santé doesn't cover that, and all that equipment is expensive.
If Mutuelle de Santé could support their medical bill when they are sick with their disabilities and support them until they are better. Today, this committee invited the Minister of Health, Dr. Sabin Sanzimana, to give a broad outline of what needs to be done in this area. Dr. Sabin declares that the government has done a lot and its goal is to continue to take proper care of the disabled as their ability will be more available.
So icyo turi gukora rero nuko twongera services zihabwa abafite ubumuga.
What we are trying to do is make sure that the service given to people with disabilities can be improved. We have a long list of more than 30 of what we have already and another list of 80 that we wish to buy as well. But they're expensive, but our budget is growing as well.
This is where some members of the Senate find that the money allocated for the development of the people with disabilities should be increased. The first thing I can say is that education for the disabled people is important, but it is expensive. And if you add their medical bill, equipment meant to aid people with disabilities, that can be more expensive. We can't say the country haven't done enough, but we appreciate that there is a project to improve the kind of service they receive. The Minister of State in the Ministry of Local Government, Ingabire Assumpta, states that there should be a cooperation with other ministries in order to solve the problem of people with disabilities. In the year 2022/2023, the government, through the National Center of Supporting People with Disabilities, has given 120 million to 4 cooperatives in each district for the development of people with disabilities. This year, the government has given more than 94 million to institutions that care for people with different disabilities. 8 million was also given to buy medical supply for those in need, and more than 20 million was used to pay for people with disabilities. Jessica Agasaro, RTV News.
Thank you, Jessica Agasoro, for that report. Now, local residents engaged in the agriculture sector are requested to increase and add more value to their production due to the fact that the agriculture sector is crucial on the China market. This was mentioned during the 6th China International Import-Export Promo conference that is expected to be held in November this year. Ghislaine Mugwaneza with more.
The China International Import Expo is an annual event that is held with the aim of promoting international trade as well as improving economic partnership between nations. The delegation from China International Import Expo that is in Rwanda to invite the local residents to participate in the exhibition has said that Rwandan agriculture production is of a great value in China.
China has worked with Rwanda over the past several years, trying to import as many kinds of agricultural products from Rwanda to China, including coffee, tea, chili, stevia, and but the varieties is still small, say for us. Even just the quantity, mobilizing all resources to help Rwanda agricultural produce growers and manufacturers just to increase their capacity. And also at the same time, there are some Chinese people, they come to Rwanda and to help the local people to expand the areas of the plantation and to increase the production.
Those who attended this exhibition before have said that it's a great opportunity to those in agriculture sector. However, exhibitors should always be ready to export. Nelly Mukazaire, the Deputy CEO at Rwanda Development Board, has assured China delegation that Rwanda is ready to use the opportunity and benefit from this upcoming exhibition.
RDB, together with our business people, business community, we will work. And we thank you for all the opportunities you've mentioned and facilitation you've been giving us over time, and which is also growing. And we can assure you that we are going to use them to the maximum. So we will work with our private sector, those who have been able to attend this forum and those who have not, to have a delegation and to use the platform we are going to be given so that we can tap into opportunities that are in the Chinese market. And we are very eager to participate not only to show the products, but also to learn from the whole opportunities that are going to be in that expo. We can also use it as an opportunity to learn from the different sectors we have seen that are going to be there.
According to the United Nations Comtrade database on international trade, Rwanda exports to China was $96.76 million during 2022. Shislene Mugwaneza, RTV News.
In the southern province, investors appreciate the Manufacture and Build to Recover program introduced by the government of Rwanda that aims to boost economic recovery efforts, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. Nevertheless, these investors point out various challenges, especially in registering for this program, that lead to not taking part in it. Prince Manzi has more.
The COVID-19 hindered roughly the investment sector. This is where the government of Rwanda introduced the Manufacture and Build to Recover program that aims to boost the economic recovery efforts with specific incentives for the manufacturing, agro-processing, construction and real estate development sectors. Nevertheless, investors participating in this sector are still fewer due to various concerns, as some of them explain. We are required to fill in some of the documents, and whilst on the way, you find challenges or else lack of information, and would like to request the officials to raise awareness on this for all the investors to achieve their goals. Lucky Philip, the Division Manager Investment Promotion and Export Marketing at the Rwanda Development Board, reiterates that boosting investment in industry and construction sectors will have understanding of opportunities available in joining the Manufacture and Build to Recover program. We came here to discuss with them and inform them, and also to increase our connection and how we collaborate for the activities to improve. In this process, information is essential, and also collaborating with the RDB to ensure an efficient implementation of these projects with the help of this program. The program started in 2020 and was initially set to last 2 years, but later amended and to be concluded in 2025. Across the country, $1.5 billion were allocated to investors. Prince Manzi, RTV News.
Moving on, Credia Omuhire Ruzigana won the Annabelle's AWA Prize, an award given to best performing women in entrepreneurship and in all countries the Belgian development agency Annabelle operates in. Prince Manzi with more.
2,472 entrepreneurs competed for this award that Credia Omuhire Ruzigana won for its first time in an event jointly organized by the Annabelle, Belgium Embassy to Rwanda, the European Union and other stakeholders. Credia is the CEO of Imanzi Creations that writes and publishes children's books through Rwandan traditional stories and animations. The award given is worth 50 million Rwandan francs.
It's overwhelming, it's exciting, and it's definitely encouraging because it kind of inspires us to continue doing what we are doing. It's more of, yes, we are seeing what you're doing and we are on the right path, and when they are definitely targeting women, as the Rwandan government has already started with the creative industry in Rwanda still being a newbie, but seeing like a big industry in like Annabelle, government agency like Annabelle, telling you we have this competition, we have these opportunities for you, it's definitely something that is inspiring to everyone.
In 2,742 projects registered and competed, 12 were selected in 4 categories, including Newry projects, medium entrepreneurship, best innovations, and the selected. The awarded are also given trainings in various fields for improving their businesses. Dak Deprez, the Annabelle resident representative in Rwanda, reiterates that such award plays part in coordinating women entrepreneurship for them to address issues found in this sector.
The prize, which covers all our African partner countries, is to create an effective a community of women entrepreneurs who can interchange commonly and exchange on these obstacles so that we can feed into how to tackle these obstacles better. And at the same time, the third element is to create events like this one on awareness raising on the contributions women can bring to economic and development and private sector development in their respective countries.
The Minister of Gender and Family Promotion, Professor Janet Baisenge, appreciated the Our Prize initiative, as well as women who are bold enough to be entrepreneurs, hence urging institutions in church to address issues women face in this sector. The Belgium ambassador to Rwanda, Bart Vesmessen, reiterates that this event is conducted in the run-up to the Women Deliver Conference that will take place in Kigali in July this year.
In July, there will be a major conference here in Kigali, an international conference called Women Deliver. This will really be quite a massive event, and we are organizing, Belgium, the European colleagues, but also Rwanda, a series of events leading up to that. And this is one such event, focusing on women entrepreneurship in the cultural sector specifically. We want to showcase what the contribution of women entrepreneurs can be in the cultural sector. So that's why we are organizing this.
The Global Gender Gap Report for 2022 has ranked Rwanda the first in closing gender balance on the African continent and number 6 in the world.
And on that note, on behalf of the news production team and I, we thank you very much for sticking with us on RTV News. Up until then, stay safe and have a great night.